chickies. You're getting my chickies? Mm-hmm.
Kitty, quit doing dangerous stuff. Olivia, what were you saying you were so happy about?
That this is ideal for children and it dries clear.
Good morning. Well, Lisa has begun working on, looks like, the schedule in print for school this year.
I'm just writing out something for the girls so they can kind of see.
Roadmap for the week.
Yep. And really, I won't have to change much, just erase each kid's, the things that change.
Other than the numbers and the assignments, that's pretty much the plan for the whole semester.
Yeah.
Good.
So, it's simple this year. I love that.
Yeah. You wouldn't have been able to do anything like that last year, would you?
No. I'd have to pull out every single book, and you had to pull out all these different materials, and it was just crazy. This, I'm just jotting it out, and it's simple, so let me show you my completed thing. So I was able to put everything on there for the week. And what I'm probably going to do is write some of it in permanent. Like, I've written the dates in the permanent marker. I'm probably going to write the stuff that we do every single day in permanent, and then only change the numbers on it. Because that way I can just go and not have to write everything every week. But I was just trying to kind of see how it laid out.
Yeah, we got to try the idea out and make sure it works.
And then again, if I write it in permanent next semester when we don't have all the same classes, it kind of messes up.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine after you've been doing it a couple of weeks, you can probably start abbreviating stuff. When are y'all starting?
Tomorrow.
All right. Meanwhile, I guess that's comfortable.
We need to take all of those. Those are old. This is all old school stuff that I'm not using.
Atlas is hitting the books.
Yes, he is. He's studying hard.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I got through school. Osmosis.
I just want to talk briefly about what we've decided we're doing with school. So, as y'all may know or may not know, the girls are doing 2 science classes this year with the local homeschool co-op type thing. Son. He's running a little bit of a fever. It's not super high today. It's only 100.2, which isn't bad at all. So, I'll take that over what he's been doing. You're getting my chickies? Luke.
I'm getting chickies for you.
Uh-oh, you hit a button. Like I've been trying to say for 5 minutes, is they are doing the 2 classes in the co-op. So we are kind of deciding to go ahead and hold off on their physical science until the spring semester. Because I just feel like it'll be too much and the days would get too busy if we were to do it all at the same time. So we are opting to do all of the physical science. We're going to do all of that next year in 2018 at the beginning of the year, and all of this we're going to be covering now. I've still got to integrate some of this down into here. I've got to set everything up and I have to empty those bins, put them up in here. There's just a bunch of little steps I have to do that I haven't had time to do because of kids, but I'm going to do that probably right now.
So now that she's got the schedule put together, Lisa is working on arranging everything back there, basically pulling it out, getting it grouped together. I don't think a lot of it was mixed together, but we just kind of like to have it in chunks where it's organized. Meanwhile, something occurred to us, I think, yesterday, and I just haven't gotten around to fixing it yet. We had to dump all the ice in the bottom of our freezer a day or so ago because Luke, and we thought we had turned the secondary ice maker off on our new fridge, but we've never had to do that before. Come to find out, it wasn't actually turned off, and so now we've got a lot of ice dumped just straight in the bin here, and not in the bucket that it's supposed to be in. Now, thankfully, I think the holes that were on the side of that are just a little bit smaller than the ice cubes themselves, so I'm hoping there's not just a ton of loose cubes down to the bottom of the freezer, but even if there are, the freezer keeps its temperature, so they shouldn't melt and just, make puddles everywhere, but it's time to clean that out and actually get the bin back in. Of course, I've been contemplating how do I actually scoop all this ice out without making a huge racket, because Luke's taking a nap right now. Lisa suggested a paper plate. I think that'll work. Don't even think about Atlas, no.
He's going to the cool place.
Is it really that hot in the house, Kitty? Kitty, quit doing dangerous stuff. He was trying to get in, behind it back there. It's telling me I've had the door open too long. I guess I ought to hurry up.
So, We're having to block it off because the cat's a turd.
We need some popsicles.
Yeah. We had this last year to be able to sort their school into because they had so much each day. I don't think we're going to need it this year because everything is sorted out into their little collective areas. So is the cat in there?
He had his head stuck and he was chasing an ice cube. He's got it cornered now. Get it.
That cat loves an ice cube.
That's why our floor's always wet.
I know. I still have to deal with all this. This is stuff to go out. All of this is from last year that I don't need. That needs to go to the bedroom. That's full of junk. I haven't figured out what I'm doing with all this. I'm going to use a lot of this with Luke this year, so I might just stick it right here. I've got to fit that probably down onto the bottom shelf, and I'm going to move construction paper from down here to this bin right here. This is Lauren's area with her Bible, and all of her subjects is right in there. Olivia's area, and then I have Luke's little area with our Bibles. And his is just little books and stuff and cards and things I can give him. And our history, because I didn't really want to put it... I don't know. I'm just sticking it there because it fits. And then over here, I still have to kind of work on... I want the crayons over here because otherwise Luke comes and colors everywhere. These are my colored pencils that nobody else is allowed to use because they destroy them. I gotta look through that and see what all that is. I don't know what any of that is. But anyways, that's where I'm at. I have an empty bin down here. I have a lot extra space. I'm gonna stick all of this here on this shelf over here because I'm not actually gonna be using this year. This book came with the teaching textbooks and we don't need it. It's all in the computer stuff, so we don't actually need it. So I'm going to go ahead and let them read the first pages of their book.
My bookmark.
You can pick whichever one you want to use.
These are all bookmarks?
Well, there's stuff to look at and bookmarks. Interesting? No?
Yes.
Interesting, Olivia? Good. One page, Olivia.
That may be my second.
Give me the book. Trouble.
Oh, bookmark.
I think you'll manage to find out where you're at tomorrow.
Wait, we're starting up school tomorrow?
We're starting school tomorrow.
Yay! Bookmarks.
Alright, so we've been waiting for a long time for Luke to wake up from his nap so we could do something kind of fun, but he's still sleeping, so I'm guessing he's just still that much tireder than we thought he was. I mean, how long has he been sleeping?
I don't know, a couple hours.
Yeah. Alright, so we're getting ready to make
Glue.
No, not glue. Crunchy slime. It is crunchy, isn't it?
Yes, crunchy. But I don't know how crunchy it's going to be because we don't have a ton of these because they were like $4 per little thing, and that was kind of expensive.
Oh,
so.
We're going to try it. And Olivia, what were you saying you were so happy about?
That this is ideal for children and it dries clear. That means your slime, when it dries, it will be clear.
We're making the slime with starch instead of borax, and we've never made it like that before, so it's going to be kind of trial and error. I'm not using a recipe because I don't feel like using a recipe because that means I have a recipe and I don't want to mess with a recipe. I'd rather just dump it and
see what happens.
Yeah.
Feels like we've done a lot of experiments on this table this year. It's getting time to replace the vinyl too because between painting rocks and doing stuff like this, it's starting to look kind of ragged. Yeah, a lot of paint spots all over it, but the table's still clean, and that's why we did it. That's a lot of glue.
I'm going to try to do this as even as possible.
It's glue, it's only going to be so even. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a lot of slime. I bet I could find something fun to do with that. Kind of cool pattern.
But not in here. Where I want it to get.
It's almost going to be the same color as the bowl.
What a cool color. I have blood a lot. Chunky blood. Oh, there's cat hair.
Story of our life. Oh, there's cat hair.
Chunky blood and cat hair. I didn't. Yep, there you go. And Olivia's is almost all the way mixed.
It is all the way.
I technically don't know what order you're supposed to put this in or how much of this you're supposed to put in, so I'm going to squirt it and let her mix it.
And that's just hand lotion stuff?
It's hair conditioner. So mix that in. Okay, you ready?
Let's see what happens.
I'm going to start with just a little bit. Stir. Should I follow in with some borax?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt, I don't guess. I can't tell if it's doing something or if that's just the liquid being mixed through it.
I think it's just the liquid being mixed through it.
This is kind of why it's an experiment. We've never done it this way. We're just kind of seeing what's happened. We've got some borax we can put into it as well. I don't know. Mix them together, see if anything happens.
I'm really known for measuring stuff.
Yeah.
No stir.
Otherwise it'll be a slime fail.
Well,
Yeah, that's definitely doing something now. You can see it like... Yeah.
that took long. Here you go.
Wow.
Yeah, that happens real fast.
I wish I could use our hands soon.
So given how much you hate the sound of like eating and mouth sounds, is this hard for you?
Yeah, it is. But I'm okay. That's why I keep on talking more than normal. Lauren, are you ready for your balls?
Thank goodness do not spill these.
Hatch. Please try not to get them everywhere.
Okay. Wow. Foamy goodness.
You ready? Move your hands.
Oh, nice and in there. It's a good amount, actually.
Yeah, it looks a whole lot. It looks like a whole lot more than I thought it was going to be. Wow, that is a big old mess, Lauren.
I don't know, someone is right now.
Oh, careful not to sling it everywhere, yeah.
I'm not.
Is that hard work?
It's a little hard because we have to lift our hands up like that. Right.
All right, so they want to put it on plates because reaching over the edge is starting to kind of hurt their arms. I don't think those bowls or our sink will ever be the same again.
Why?
So I guess we'll let them continue to play with this for a little while we figure out what we're doing for dinner. Because I never made it to Aldi's, so that chicken thing I talked about yesterday, that's not going to happen.
It's not gross anymore.
It's not gross anymore?
No, it's not gross. Mine?
I would say that's still pretty gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to make some, Luke?
Slimetopia.
You want to go to Slimetopia?
Not really.
What do you got, Lauren?
Chicken.
Chicken leg?
Yeah, sorry. Wash your hair again.
Lauren, why do you want to hit your slime so much?
It feels good. Let me have the air. I got a cast today. How's it look?
Okay, mix them in.
Got a cast today.
That's your cast?
Yeah. Well, I can't move my arm.
You like that, buddy?
Help you go.
Wow. All right, keep it on the table. Keep it in the thing. No, put it in the bucket. Put it in the bucket. There you go. And so this was part of the reason why we got rid of this water dish. We cut it. Yeah, that. All right, well, you can just drink it that way then, I guess. Don't look at me. You did it.
Was the floor soaking whatever?
Oh, yeah. Well, you think that's a mess. Look at our son.
What did you do?
Is the cat trying to get... Oh, my gosh, Lauren.
It's right. I'm making your body. Let's see if he'll do it again. No.
Lauren, you're really trying to lay out the organs for a body?
Lungs, heart, stomach. No. now to make the intestines.
Oh my gosh. Luke, are you having fun, buddy?
Is she making the internal organs?
Yes, in fact, she is.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
She's homeschooled, that's normal. But there's a lot of lesions.
Yeah, well, the kids baggied up their slime, and they'll probably play with it some tomorrow as well. It'll keep for a pretty good bit as long as you keep it sealed up. The vinyl on that table, though, is going to need some special attention, like the trash can. I think it's time to finally replace it. It's that particular cover has seen a little bit more wear and tear than I think they normally do. I'm glad it has, though, because that means people have been having fun at the table. Well, today's shout of the day goes to Oma Opa. She says, September is the first official day of spring here, and I'm really looking forward to salads. I'm kind of done with soups for this winter. Thanks, Oma. You know, I know in my mind that the other hemisphere is opposite our seasons, but until someone says a comment like that, it just doesn't really cross my mind. So yeah, I'm sure once we get to the end of our winter, we'll be looking forward to salads again, too. I hope you enjoy your spring as we start cooling down here. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit that button. Thanks for joining us today. Good night.